Hi, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. I guess I need a mic. Okay, jeez. Let's see, where am I going here? Just a minute. What am I trying to do here? Just give me a second here. Just posting a few things here. Be right back with you. And try that one. I have to do all this. Yeah. Okay, so it's all done, I think. Get my mouse back. Oh, running around all day. Oh, gee, we got a whole bunch of new people from YouTube. Okay, everyone. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Psychic. My name is Ken Mason. I'm a psychic medium. So I do these free reads just to help people. I know I had originally posted this out as a read for tomorrow. I accidentally put the wrong date, but we're not doing tomorrow. It is tonight. Sometimes you just make these mistakes. Okay, so let's get going. Just means less people will be more reads. Hi, Philly. Okay, so let's see. Just quickly doing a scan. Okay, so let's go to the very top and just start doing it. So, I did yours the other day. Did that one the other day. Just did in just a general read. See what's popping up for you. Okay, so the first thing I'm kind of getting from the cards is, you might be feeling a bit of pressure or can't call it depression. Don't know if it's depression, but maybe a bit of sadness. I think there's a push on you or something pushing down on you. And it's just kind of making you a bit either lethargic or just, what the hell's going on type of thing. And typically what I see that is for you is worry, and there's it seems to be a worry that I don't know if you're trying to connect or you're hoping to get messages, but It's kind of like telling you, like you have to kind of uh, not expect as much as you're expecting because things come in little pieces. Um, so you may be expecting a little too much, either from people or not, and you're getting a little disappointed that you're not getting it back from them. Um, what I'm seeing here is on the other side, though, is there's going to be an upswing over the next 7 to 8 months. Um, I don't know. I'm seeing perhaps a new job coming away or a change of job. Um, but certainly something's going to make you a lot happier or more excited and just kind of give more thrill into you. And certainly a family celebration coming up as well. So family celebrations is usually a new event in the family, a new child, a new marriage. That's necessarily mean you, but it could be part of the family. Um, but all along, I just kind of feel that even though you're kind of being maybe perhaps a little sluggish or worried or whatnot, that's kind of start going away within the next 6 months or so. Then you're really going to be moving fast and not realizing how fast time is going by when you're having fun. Time always goes by when we're having fun because we're not always sitting there thinking about our problems we have. The only other thing too is that there may be somebody that you may feel compelled to help, or perhaps somebody needs help over the next little while. And that's going to kind of slow you down, but it's nothing really major. It's just you kind of having to say, hey, I got to take a few minutes to go and see them or help them or, move something for them or whatnot. They might be too old to do things. So that's about all I can see it is. Anyway, I hope that made sense. And I have to go get my phone. Be right back. Yes, I'm back. So, I forgot to mark down your name. Oh, well. Hi, everyone who's saying hi to me. This scrolls pretty fast, so it's hard for me to see you guys. Just a minute here. So, okay. Now we're all finally set up. Who's next? Did you, Tracy? That's pretty good. Yeah, we're trying to do some more events with each other, depending on Lomar, and see how much time they have. DD 38. DD. Okay, well, we'll try Tracy. So. Cosmalo. Cosmella. Sorry. 11:15. All right. So, one thing I'm getting a message from an older female. I'm assuming this is your gram, but there's also another man in there as well. So this lady is letting you know that she passed nicely is the word she would say. And she also wants you to know that she heard you say goodbye. And she understands you do miss her, and she wants you to know that she's always with you or standing beside you and kind of trying to guide you to where you want to go. And sometimes she actually kind of gets a little frustrated with you as well. Because you don't listen too well, she says. Sometimes you're a little frustrating to talk to. But like I tell everybody else, if you're sitting there and you suddenly think of somebody's past for no apparent reason, you just ask yourself, why am I thinking of them? It's because they're talking to you. She does want you to know that, when you go to sleep, she takes you out of your body and you guys go and traveling and whatnot. She does say something, though, about you having to, or is there a mess in your bedroom or something like that? She's just showing me a room that's pretty messy. Something that she would probably be in there cleaning. She's also letting you know that there's some new stuff coming up for you in the future. Something that's going to be kind of make you really happy. There's certainly a movement for you to move forward in your career or whatever you're trying to do. But she also says over the next little while, like you're going to have to be a little bit more careful about money and whatnot. Simply because she says there's an event coming up for you that you're going to be really happy about. And the cards I'm seeing from her that she's showing me is new life around you. Whether that means being pregnant or having, new people living with you, a dog or whatnot. But she's saying that this is really going to make you busy or really going to make you happy. We're also seeing you, she's also mentioning you spending time in nature and be more open to going to nature. Now, again, I don't know how old the age, but the new life, if you're old enough for somebody, could be somebody sibling beside you, or it could be if you have kids old enough to have kids. The new life doesn't necessarily mean you. It just means a new life coming into your life. She's also saying that you're being well taken care of by other people that have passed on, and she's certainly taking care of anybody that's older than you. But she also says, there's certain things you procrastinate on, and they kind of bite you in the butt before you realize it. So she says, kind of deal with things before they'd happen. I don't know why I'm seeing this, but you're just saying that you going either to work or someplace and you being surprised or, getting more money coming in as well. So she says there's a lot of new stuff coming for you. So, she said, put the smile on your face and go out, and even if people are annoying you, then just say, just go ahead and have fun. Anyway, so that's all I have for you. Well, hopefully that made sense to you. Okay. Let's go down. Okay, so Vicky Boss. One S. Okay. General Reed. Okay. Tell you we are at 1602. Okay, so to me, from what the cards are showing you, what I'm kind of feeling is I certainly, I see uh, with your work or whatnot, kind of a change. I kind of see like the card is showing me, you know, either, moving forward in your career or perhaps, finding a new job somewhere else that is much better for you, or perhaps, more exciting for you if you want to do that. You might get that promotion moving up as well. Um, there's certainly also the time for you that you're going to go out camping or traveling in the next month or so. Um, or it could be you just moving to see family. Um, but there's going to be a little commotion, but you're inside your family too. There's going to be people that are going to ask you for money, or somebody's going to ask you for money, and the thing that I'm being told is, don't give them money. Some people may want to move forward, or may want to use your money to move in directions that you don't want them to go to. So just don't give them the money that you should. Spiritually, you're also going to be moving forward in a much better place, uh, more involved in spirituality, more aware of things, uh, and and actually trusting yourself in what you feel. So don't self doubt what you're thinking or what you're feeling. Trust in that these are messages to you and that they're going to help you in the direction you need to go. Um, Somewhere along the line, I'm also seeing there's a young boy that's going to be either around you or is just going to kind of making the family kind of upset or worried. Um, but I don't see anything going very far with that one. So, and that's all I kind of get the feeling for you right now. So, uh, I hope it makes sense. Take care. Take care, Vicky. So that was Vicky Boss. Okay, Michelle Kidd. Your Facebook. 1920. So if any of you guys are wondering what those numbers are, I'm just writing down the time that the read starts, so that if you want to go back and visit the read, or if I read you and you want to go revisit what I said, then you can just go to that time frame, and instead of having to go through the whole thing again. Okay, so Michelle Kidd. You know, I see a gentleman that's kind of sitting. I don't know if it's in a car or by a lake or something. It's just because I see water behind him, but looks like it's a car though. Maybe it's a boat. I don't know. Anyway, so he's got a big grin on his face, and he's just saying that that he is following you and he does love you very much, and also the rest of the family. Though he says you are his favorite, just don't tell anybody. Um, they always say that. Again, though, I'm feeling from him is that there's going to be some celebration coming up. And the celebrations, he'll always be there. Whether I see that there's a pure love card for you, or the lover's card, which might indicate that you're going to be, if you're in a relationship, it might move forward, or you might meet somebody. But he's certainly, helping you in that regards, and still protecting you the way he's supposed to. So he's going to kind of move people away from you that he feels are not good for you. He also says you're going to be successful with money in the next little while, so don't overspend, even though the money's coming in. He says you don't put it away and save it, and don't don't buy it on things that cost more than they need to cost. He says, I mean, why do you need to buy why do you need a purse? Why do you need to buy a purse for $500 when you can get them for $32 at Walmart? The other thing he's also saying is that, make sure you start looking after yourself. He says sometimes he feels that you're kind of indulging in things that could hurt you. So it's more of, he says, look at your sugars, look at what you're eating, the junk you're eating and whatnot, and start looking back into where you need to keep yourself healthy. Other than that, he says, life's going to go on. It's going to go very, very, it's going to be a lot of fun for you, especially as you realize that you don't need to keep anger with you or be upset with other people. So just use pure logic and just move forward and don't get yourself in trouble. Just watch things and make sure everything's okay. So he just wants you to know that he did hear you say goodbye, and he just wants to love you very much. And he's not much further than 3 feet away from you. So he says, love you and take care. Bye. So that was for Michelle Kidd. A little dark in here, so just a second. There we go. Now I can see things again. Dum-dum-dum. Yeah, way behind everybody here. So just scroll down. Yeah, let's go back up. I got too far. Okay, so let's go with this one, Pauline Lance. So we're at 24:30. Okay, so the one thing I'm kind of getting from the cards right now is that he says when you're, your spirit guide saying, when you're feeling that you're battle weary and really tired and whatnot, it's just kind of time for you to take the time by yourself and be out of the house and just take deep breaths and whatnot. And he understands like the stress that's on your shoulders and whatnot, and so it's all about taking the time to be outside and if you have a dog, enjoying life with a dog and just be happy. There is a lot of spiritual stuff coming up for you, and there's certainly a lot of abilities that are going to show up very shortly, and you're going to be able to help people. And you're going to be kind of surprised because you're going to be able to hear spirits in the sense that in your own voice, and you're going to have to learn how to understand what the messages are. But a lot of them are for you. It's also time for you to cherish family. Try to fix the problems, but if they're not fixed, don't try too hard, because there are just some things that cannot be fixed. There are people who are arguing just don't want fixed. They just want to argue. And so it's just taking the time to realize that perhaps you can't solve it, so why try? So there's a lot of logical stuff coming around your way. So be prepared to get new stuff and new ideas headed your way. I don't see any improvement in money. I feel it's going to be kind of the same. Um, so it's just more of having the same kind of path in your life, but adding things to it to make you more, so it's not as mundane, or really have some fun with it. Anyway, so that's all I have for you. Okay, so that's for Pauline Lance. Okay, Rosie Higgins. Mm-hmm. So we're at 27:58. So hopefully any of you guys who are in Ontario and Canada, that you're surviving all the smoky air. Hopefully go away in the next week or so. We need some really good rain to get rid of all the wildfires. And we have to have people in campgrounds and that to stop being stupid and start major fires. Okay, so the first thing I'm kind of seeing is that whether you are now or perhaps in the near future, they're going to go through kind of a loss of a friend or a person to you. And I feel it's not necessarily a death, but more of a not wanting to be friends with somebody anymore. And what it really does is it opens up a whole new door for you to have new friends. Maybe this old friend is just being too negative and, just, perhaps picks on you or disses you on certain things. But, there's certainly a wide open opening for you as that person leaves. And also understanding that you do have comfort with money. You're just going to have to sit there and say, we can't spend more than what we have, and just finding that comfort and being happy with that. Perhaps your partner, or if you have a partner, isn't happy with that, or kids, but settling everything down, and making sure you get rid of the past, which is this person as well. I don't know if you're into gardening or flowers or whatnot, but I certainly see you working in that kind of area, or being hands touching nature. So it's going to be a lot of spending time or talking to nature while you're working with it. The only thing I kind of see in the near future is you may have to spend a bit of money, because I think things are going to start falling apart, and perhaps that's where the message is, be careful of money. But all in all, I think I don't see anything major coming your way. It's just more of a crap, here we go again type of thing. So that's all I have for you. Hope it makes sense. Hello, Silver Wings. Okay, so So if any of you guys like what I do, then please either follow me on Facebook or subscribe to me on YouTube. We do have, check out our services. We have everything from $25 to $85 for reads and whatnot. So we have a wide area for budgets. So check them out, and if you're interested, just email us or contact us, and we'll be happy to help you. Mm-hmm. Okay, Rebecca, Carol, Rebecca. I have a real problem with names that I've never had before, simply because I had a stroke. So saying names sometimes is just a little bit of a problem. So now we're at 3302. Pain, 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 pain. So I'm talking to your spirit guide right now, who's female. And she's just kind of telling me that some of this pain you're having is a lot on the emotional side as well, or spiritual side. Not that you're not having physical pain, they're just saying some of it is also from the spiritual side. Because I'm looking at the cards and what they're showing for you, and what's happening in the near future and whatnot, and everything here kind of shows that you're going to move forward in a very positive way. Pain wise, your spirit guide is saying that it is going to be resolved. But at the same time, he says, because you're a forced witch, you need to go back to the natural healings as well, specifically like turmeric and whatnot. Don't get away, obviously, from what doctors tell you. I never would say that, but also add on to it some of the natural stuff that you've learned in the past lives, because you were pretty much a very strong healer in the past lives. You still are this life. But often, when we have pain, that our healing abilities disappear because we haven't figured out how to heal ourselves. And I have several videos on YouTube there that does a lot about self-healing, if you want to check them out. Because one of the things that can help us heal the most is ourselves. We have a lot of energy that we tend to give out to people, but we always forget to heal ourselves. So, I'm looking at the cards for you. I'm looking here to self-care. Self-care isn't selfish, and it's about healing and whatnot, and saying that, yes, you're going to move forward and the pain will start to go away. And a lot of that, is just, if you do the meditations, that is just all about focusing on one part of your body, wherever the pain is, and just flooding it with your favorite color. Don't use white light, with your favorite color. White light is not a healing color. White light is a protection color. So if you use white light, it won't do much for healing. But think of what your favorite color is, and focus on that part of where the pain is, and just enclose it with that color. And I have bad feet, so I often do that at night when I'm getting stabbing pains, and they just disappear. So it does work. It just needs time, and start working on that. don't stop whatever the doctor's telling you, but go to the natural stuff, go to meditations, go near a forest or under sun. But the message I get from your spirit guide is says, yeah, it is going to go away. Just work on it yourself. And when you heal yourself, then the rest will heal you, will heal the rest of it, and you'll be able to heal other people. Anyway, so that's all I have for you. Good luck, Rebecca. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so Anna Wood. Hmm. 3754. Just like to thank people who are sending me donations, but I also have to let you know that because the screen goes by fast, sometimes I don't know who sent me donations, and I apologize if perhaps you thought that you might get a read out of this, but perhaps sometime I'll do a session just on, like whoever donates will get a dedicated read, but not at this time. This is for everybody. Where am I? I knew Anna Woods. When it comes to your brother, for some odd reason, I'm not getting a very good vibe about getting a doctor to help him. I don't know, maybe you don't have doctors around you, but I just feel that it's going to be a little harder to get somebody to look at his foot, unless you kind of take him to a new, maybe to a new place that can do that. I know a lot of doctors that do feet won't do anything unless they have a referral. Unfortunately, I'm not feeling like something not too soon, perhaps in the future, but around this time, no. And like I said, when it comes to healing, sometimes you have to work on it yourself and find the method that does work, as once I just described a few minutes ago, or you probably won't, but maybe there's other methods, maybe cold compress or maybe heat compress, or just kind of getting him to massage it. I don't know what the problem is, because I don't want to say something that's going to hurt him more. As I said, you just got to have to find a thing that's going to help him rather than hurt him, and just kind of move with that until you can find somebody that can take better care of it, I guess. But I'm not seeing anything right now. For your moving, I see you like moving possibly around, or being able to move around the 6 to 7 month mark. And certainly seeing a lot of happiness in that area. It's also being told that up until that, don't overspend, or don't look at what finances you have and don't push it, or think that you're going to have the money later on and use it now. It's just a feeling that even though you are going to move, that some of the expenses you're going to need, and you may not have that money if you spend it now. It's also getting back together the family and making sure everybody's okay. But other than that, I kind of see that you're going to be okay and everything's going to move forward with you in the way you wish it to be. For your brother's feet, I'm not seeing anything. Like I said, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping somebody finds him. But at this point in time, from what I'm seeing, not for a little while anyways. Who knows? I may be completely wrong about that. Anyway, so take care. I hope that helps you. Blossom, Blossom. I haven't seen you in a long time. Yeah, no, you just. Hello, move. Move. Okay, silver wings. Mm. Mm. Okay, so the first message I'm getting is from an older lady that's kind of watching over you. You also have an angel that's watching over you, but this older lady, I believe, is like a grandparent or certainly of somebody on your mother's side, anyways. And of course, the message I'm getting is that to let you know that um, you have about 13 family members in spirit that are watching over you or actually living where you are living. They're in the house with you. She's also saying there's a young child that either you had a miscarriage of or you didn't have, that's also running around the house. So you might feel a few things being moved around the house or, being touched every once in a while. She says that, when you leave your body at night, you often go see angels or whatnot, and they often give you information that you're supposed to see, but just be aware that you may not remember them when you wake up, but they are embedded into you. So that as you move forward, you don't really need to remember them. They're already there. So if you're wondering why you can't remember things, you don't have to worry about it because they're already there. There's also going to be part in the next little while that she says around maybe the next 6 months to a year that somebody's going to be lost to you, that you're going to you're probably going to try and connect to them, but you won't be able to because they won't be ready to come back when you try. But there's certainly a lot of new stuff that you're going to be able to use with your wisdom. And as you move forward with the pure logic, you're going to be very happy over the 1 year mark and you're going to move forward in a new direction. It's almost like they're showing you whatever you're doing spiritually right now, that you're going to be changing or adding modalities to it, so that you can help people on a higher level or in a different way than you're doing now. I don't know if you're doing it. I mean, your name probably suggests it, but if you're helping people, then there's going to be a shift in how you do it. If you're not doing it, you're going to be waking up to say, I need to do this. And it often happens, sometimes we get so stuck in a modality that the spirit guides come back and says you need to change a modality so you can find that passion again. I often find people who have things like Rec here not after they use it for a while also develop other stuff with it, whether they realize it or not. They start doing mediumship and they start doing other stuff without realizing, and it's moving away from just the individual modality to adding multiple modalities to it to heal people better. I'm also being told that there may be some issues coming up over the next 3 months that you're going to have to use pure logic with. So start to learn how to control your emotions. And, instead of getting really angry, just kind of blink a couple and say, I got to go out and take a 5-minute break. I got to have a cigarette. And honestly, think of whether you're correct or not. And don't assume that you're correct. If you're wrong, accept that, move in, admit that you're wrong, and then just move on with it instead of spending time trying to prove that you're correct. And I'm not sure if this is with work or people, but there's just a couple of negativities coming up for you, but also on the other side, a lot of positives coming towards you as well. So again, shifting of people means new people coming into your life that you will be able to help you. So anyway, so that's all they have for you, and hopefully that makes sense. Take care, Silver Wings. Jeez, I'm knocking out everything today. Okay, let's go down again. This thing runs so fast, I don't know who's gone by me, so if I don't see you, I apologize. Let's go back this way. Yeah, well. Okay, so Blossom. And you're on Facebook. So 4920. Let's see what's headed for you. So just to let you know, you have a very powerful archangel around you. Geez, what is his name? I forgot his name, but he's a healing archangel, and kind of healing, kind of more of a instructive kind of archangel. So no, he's not the healing one. He just likes to talk. So over the next little while, I'm kind of feeling that, I have the family celebration card along with the lover's card for you. So I don't know if that's a celebration time for you when it comes to a relationship, or if you're in a relationship that causes family celebration. Somebody on your partner's side that may have, decide to have a child, or perhaps you do, whichever one. But it just lets me know that there's going to be a celebration and really a positive light coming towards you, and also success with money. The other message I'm getting from your spirit guide is that you're waiting on things to change, or you're waiting on things to, be approved in some way in the spiritual world, or, just kind of waiting. And it just says, you know what? It says, don't wait for other people. Don't wait for events. Move forward, do the things you need to do, and just go out and don't wait. if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So just go out and do things that's going to make you happy, and just do not focus on things that you're waiting for, because then you could wait forever for it. And then that would mean you just wasted your time waiting for it. But just go ahead and do the things that you need to do. I'm also seeing, I'm not giving any kind of time frame in this, but there is some grieving coming soon. And again, the grieving is somebody that's not overly close to you. I think it might be a friend, or if you have a relationship, somebody on his side, but there's certainly some grieving coming your way. It might even be like a pet or something. But this grieving will also give you a lot more strength on how to deal with people, and realize that you have a very strong healing ability. And through this grieving or this stress, you're going to find yourself being able to rise above that and heal people. And realizing perhaps that even though you may expect other people to help you through the grieving or whatnot, most people don't give back when you heal. So sometimes if you get pissed off that people are not giving stuff back to you, as in emotions and whatnot, just move forward and say, you know what, I helped them. And don't expect stuff back, and don't expect people to acknowledge that you helped them. If they do, that's bonus. So, even though the last little bite might have been a little tough, the next year will be very good for you. So things are settling down. They're just kind of like getting ready to go. Just follow your intuition and you'll find yourself in a good place. Anyway, so that's all I have for you. Okay, so that's all I have for everybody tonight. Again, if you enjoyed it, please follow me on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. I'll be posting more videos on YouTube for healings and past loved ones and all that. Starting tomorrow. I've been not feeling well for last week, so I haven't been able to do a lot. Last week and a half, actually. But I'm going to be back to doing videos starting tomorrow. So look for some more on YouTube. For you guys don't know, I do have a YouTube channel. It's called Whispering Souls-Ken. There's all kinds of training videos, healing videos, all kinds of stuff in there. The past loved ones that maybe if you read them, you might find one of them is for you. But anyway, so take care, everyone, and hopefully we'll see you next Wednesday. Have a good night, everyone.